Alright, good afternoon everyone, and welcome back to Slay the Spire. It's been a few days since the last time we put some videos up for this, so we're going to get another set going on there. I've been having some success off camera, playing just a bit on my own time, just because I really love the game. And yeah, let's actually get on camera a ironclad win here, since we have done a silent victory on camera here, and I have done the ironclad off camera, but just to understand him a bit more, more or less to the extent of what kind of builds you can do. And I did win on another run off camera with this guy, so let's see if we can repeat that success here today. Ooh, this is an interesting path. Everything just skirts to the right there. Okay. And if we stay towards the center, we'll get more options here, potentially 2 elite fights as well. So I think we might start far left here, get a card, 2 events, and then shop it up. And that'll affect our early game decision here as well. And because of that, I think we're going to start with extra gold early on. Thank you, whale friend. Okay. So, again, starting on the left here, going to do some easy early combat. And as you know, the early combat, there's a bit of a flow chart, so we can kind of just go to town and just chat for a bit on about life. So yeah, I am actually officially on a well-deserved vacation from my job. Yeah, a long-awaited one. I have not. Oop, a little bit of lag there. I have not consumed a lot of my vacation time, and the vacation I wanted to take is more or less around things I want to do that involve not socializing with as many people as possible. And what better weekend or week to do that than the week before MLK Day and the GDQ week. So yeah, GDQ actually does start tomorrow. Hang on, let me think for a second. Yes, so GDQ does start tomorrow on twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick. Looking forward to watching that for the next week or so. Just using up pretty much most of my vacation just to sit on my ass and watch people play video games, as you do, First combat's done here. Let's get some potion action and a card. Shrug It Off is very nice. It's a good block and swap card, but we have the option to get Rampage. We'll get some stacking damage early on. I guarantee we'll probably find some trinkets, or I call them trinkets, the relics, to synergize better with it. Okay, Servant, we've seen him before. I don't mind this curse because we're gonna get a shop soon anyway, so we'll basically use that gold to wear that off. Yeah, GDQ. Ooh, 2 shops. I love watching the GDQs every year. I've been doing it ever since I started college and first caught the first one back in 2013. So I'm just really eager to see a lot of things that they're doing this year. And I've taken a look at the lineup. There's a lot of great runs I'm looking forward to see here. Ooh, this is new for me. Whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand costs 0 for the turn. So we don't have any powers yet. But this could synergize well with Inflamed if we had the money to do it. 249, 76. Okay, if that was a 51, that'd be a 25 left over, and we can't afford it. We can't afford to get both. T-set's good for early game burst. Or early burst on the first hand after a fire. We won't waste it on potions because we will likely get those before too long. So I think we'll take the mummified hand here. And we can't afford any powers, so for now that's sort of just going to be a little bit of a dead card in our hand. And we will actually take Shrug It Off as well to balance off the offense with our defense that we have here. And, maybe I actually should have held off because we had 2 shops back to back here, so I could have actually gotten the flower. Oh, I regret my decisions already. A Twin Strike for 26, I would love to have it, but we're broke. So, we are going to... We're going to take question marks. I seem to copy a strategy right now, and until some things change, I really feel like going for the question marks early on is definitely not a bad idea. And I'm just going to take the max HP. I really don't like having the idea of putting whatever curse may be in my deck early on if I can't effectively remove it. Continue on to another question mark. Combat, that's fine. Question marks are good because it's the grab bag. We can do anything we want and more with these. And I'm just going to strike you 3 times because the game was gracious enough to give me that option. You'll do 11 in return. We'll heal for 6. So spending a little HP early, perfectly fine. can pop the potion if I need it. And yeah, just keep attacking. The best defense is a good offense, as they say. And for these guys, they're no different. Come on. Don't play me like this. Yep. Get bashed, get trashed. So yeah, good so far. Another potion, looking good on that end. We'll take a 2-cost card just because we need to get some heavier stuff in our deck, just so we can actually get some more potential later on. And we will fire and fight an elite, actually, because I want to smith up one of my cards. It might be Shrug It Off. It will be Shrug It Off, just to make it just a infinitely better block all around for the same cost as a block. And it gives us some card draw to get that ball rolling. Give me the yes. I enjoy fighting this guy if I can draw enough damage early. I love it. So the Lagavulin used to be afraid of him. I do not fear him anymore. He is but a fly on the wall to me now. Should probably pop a regen potion here to see how the fight goes. But first, let's see what he does on his turn. 18 damage. So we will pop a regen potion, get the rampage stacking, strike him, block some of the damage. Again, spending HP early because it is a resource that we can effectively get rid of to just whittle him down quicker so we lose less as a whole. And we're regenerating right now. Excellent time to draw Shrug It Off. So we'll Shrug It Off, and I think we'll bash him, get him weakened for later. We're going to be healing up slowly from the potion here. Spending some HP just to stay on him is perfectly fine. All attacks, please. Excellent. Good draw for that turn. He's going to put his debuff on us, but that is okay, because it's just a strength enhancement. No, he just makes us worse minorly overall. Okay, here I think you want to do the 15 damage. These start doing 5 now. So unless we draw a bash, we'll be in a tricky spot. So I think we want to strike and defend. Let's take a look at the map before we round out that turn. We will have a campfire to rest up and fight another elite, so I think we're fine taking some extra damage here. Hit me. Bam. Perfectly fine, and we drew the cards we needed to succeed in life. Almost succeed in life. We will Shrug It Off here just so we can actually mitigate a little more damage, because we're likely going to draw the 2 damage cards we need to finish him off. So minor misplay, but yeah, he's not even attacking. He's done. He's going to get heavy bladed. Crushed him. Heal for a bit, thank you. And Bird-Faced Urn. Whenever you play a power, heal for 2. So we are looking for powers in this deck. That is for certain. We'll take Flex because that is a nice bit of burst. And we will go to the left so we can do another campfire. At the start of each combat, gain 1 dexterity. Glad to have it. I should rest, but I think I can get away with smithing, perhaps. Because this is the only combat we're going to have for a moment here. And we might be able to get away with it. Okay. If we were to smith, what would we upgrade? Heavy Blade doesn't do much. Rampage will start scaling up. I think we'll upgrade Rampage. Being a little bold here, we're essentially at half health, but we do have potions that we can use to carry us through, and I could take that lower fight if I wanted to. And yes, these were the boys I wanted to fight here. They are, you know, I don't fear them. Because you can just be pretty aggressive early on to make it through there. Should use my block potion. Consider that for the next one. So we'll take 16 damage here, and of course we will be resting at the next fire. Don't you worry about that. But we want to, you know, kill someone outright early, so we don't have to deal with them later. Strike that, do that, and we'll play the block potion to mitigate a little damage to let 4 bleed through. But we've already, you know, taken off a third of the damage sources and debuffs, so we're already going to be sitting in a better spot than we would have if we were playing more defensive. Perfect draws. Perfect draws. Just the right amount to deal 34 damage to these guys. Thank you, Flex. Alright, 2 more wounds. Nothing to worry about, because this guy only does 8 now. So effectively, as long as we draw 2 blocks or Shrug It Off, we will be fine. So we played our hand right this time to be aggressive and upgrade the cards, get a little bit further ahead on the curve for this encounter. And we're going to get paid in the form of another relic. That'll benefit us later. Don't like having all these wounds, though. But you're more or less dead if I draw any damage. 8, smash, strike, slash, dead. Thank you for the heal. And Jiraiya can gain strength at campfires now. We'll consider that. This is good for multiple situations, mostly because we can exhaust it out early to thin out our deck. Let's take a look here. I do like Clash, and I will take it. So I'm buying more cards this time, which may or may not be the correct strategy, but those are good cards to have, I feel. And here, this is perfect to get that exhaust card if they want to attack us. They do not, but look at that. Clash already coming in good, Heavy already coming in good. We essentially came here to heal for 6, get a free potion, and another card. And Shockwave is tremendous. Also, again, temporary card to thin out our deck, but a tremendous debuff to have. Find some loot. I am a little concerned here fighting a Gremlin Knob, but I am bold and I want loot. It's okay. I'm not worried about this guy, especially with an opener like this, where we can really just start laying into him. Worst comes to worst, I'll need to consume my potions before the boss fight, but we're going to get a relic out of this regardless. 6 damage, nothing to scoff at. I think you strike him, you shrug him off. Ooh, just drew Shockwave there. That hurts a bit, but we have one more debuff in our deck that'll help us out. Oh, Clash, there you are. Excellent. Intimidate to make him slightly weaker. We will defend, and we will basically play everything in our hand to get him much lower. We're going to lose, 1 HP net overall from this fight, but this guy's dead as long as we draw damage. And Heavy Blade is the perfect card to finish him off with. Crushed him. So yeah, I'm more or less sort of feel like I figured out, the early game, Pen Nib is one of my favorite relics in here. And I like having a bit of AoE for a myriad of the fights that come later. And again, I feel like I am in a good position to not rest and upgrade another card, but we're going to play it safe at the end here just so we don't ruin the good thing that we have going and just hop into that final boss fight. And it's the Hexaghost, so maybe a misplay on resting there. And a mediocre starting hand, that's for sure. It's okay. Life's about making mistakes, and the more mistakes you make, the more you learn. That is the idea, of course. Something, definition of insanity. We will drink the dexterity potion here, so we can block a majority of this damage early on. Would have been worth it to get the debuff out there, but 36 damage is something I really want to slow the roll on, because that hurts. That hurts a lot. Excellent time for Shockwave. I gladly accept it. Those are cards we don't want to draw into right now, maybe with the exception of Cleave. So I think we'll get the Rampage stacking and we'll just take the 4 damage. It's not a big deal. We want to use as much HP, ideally up to 1 at the end here, to get the most bang for our buck, essentially. 4 more damage is fine because we got the Flicks, the Rampage, the Heavy Blade, 30 extra damage from that Heavy Blade. And this guy's almost at half, and he's only like slowly whittling us down. Dude, if we can Pen Nib in conjunction with Heavy Blade, be pretty happy. Let's keep that debuff going. Keep the aggression on. So, almost at half. He's gonna armor up here, so I don't like that. 8 damage. Excellent time to shrug it off. Give me one more. It sucks, but it's fine. And we have Pen Nib ready. Give me Clash, give me Heavy Blade, give me anything. I will get Clash, no doubt about it. Just don't give me any burns in this draw. He is a happy boy. So we won't be able to play Heavy Blade. Actually, maybe we should, because that's 42 damage, and it's way better than using Clash. We'll get the defend out. We'll take 2 more damage. Perfectly fine. Tickles me again. So he's on his last orb here, and after this he's going to do his really nasty attack. Apply vulnerable. Let's slow roll it a little bit. We're going to take 2 damage here because of the burn, but that's fine. Ugh. And here's going to come the really nasty one. 30 damage. Alright. We need a few things to go well for us here at the end, but more or less we will be okay. So, we're going to be fairly low on health. And that scares me a fair deal, but we are playing a more aggressive strategy for a reason, because we just want to get him down sooner rather than later. Excellent time to have Shrug It Off. I will accept that. Draw me another burn, that's fine. Perfect timing to get another burn. 2 strikes. We'll take 2 more damage, and ideally we need to finish him on this turn or we will die. And I think we have it. Whew. So, you know, like I said, I have been playing a little bit off camera to practice, and aggressive strategies are fun and they seem to work out, but it still gets you nervous at the end there, that's definitely for certain. I don't really like most of these cards, unfortunately, but Feed is good just to get more HP that you can use as a resource to play aggressive. And I don't want to be below 50% HP to use a power, although some of our trinkets here do synergize with power, but we're going to take Feed. It has potential. And we're also going to get a Relic. Whenever you lose HP, draw another card, could be okay. Astrolabe, transform 3 cards and upgrade them. I have a lot of strikes and blocks that can gladly be upgraded. And then the Pyramid, where we draw 1 less each turn, but we don't discard our hand. We're going to take the Lobe, and we will gladly transform Strike, Strike, and Strike into some rather expensive cards and a spot weakness. I'm not sure how that one's going to work out. But hey, thank you for joining me this afternoon and not evening, which I only say based on the time I ever record these. So, you know, you can watch it whenever you want. Just gives you an idea of when I'm recording it. Saturday afternoon is when I'm recording this one, of course. But yeah, next time we'll decide what path we're going to be taking here on the city to progress up to there, and hopefully get some more cards to round out some of the expensive boys we have in here. These 2 clotheslines are nice, but they're 2. They cost 2 energy. We'll tackle that hill next time when we come to it. For now, just want everyone to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.